Why, hello, you amazing, beautiful people, and welcome back to another Kendrick Lamar reaction video. And today we start another album, and I cannot wait for this one. So we checked out Good Kid, Mad City. Not even joking, it is one of the greatest albums I have ever heard. It will be in my top 5 favorite albums of all time forever. It's never going anywhere, and all of you have told me that there are albums just as good, if not better, on the horizon. One of them is the one you've all asked me to react to, and that is To Pimp a Butterfly. Now, there are 16 songs in total on this album, so we'll do 3 videos. We'll do 5, 5, and 6. That way we condense them all quite nicely and fully appreciate this album as well. I am so excited to hear this because everyone has been hyping this up since my reaction to Good Kid, Mad City. So let's just do it. We're going to check out the explicit version as well. I've been given the playlist, so I'm going to stop talking. Please support this reaction series by liking the video, subscribing, leaving a comment for the algorithm, sharing my video, all that stuff. You really don't know how much it helps, so I appreciate everyone who does that. Without more talking from me, let's jump into my first time ever reaction to Kendrick Lamar's album, To Pimp a Butterfly. So this song is called Wesley's Theory. Featuring George Clinton and Thundercat.
Every nigga is a star. Every nigga is a star. Every nigga is a star.
I like the artwork here.
Hit me.
When the four corners
Oh.
of this collide, you'll slip through the cracks, hoping that you'll survive. Gather your wit, take a deep look inside. Are you really who they idolize? To pimp a butterfly.
At first I did love you, but I just wanna fuck.
My word, the instrumental is so bizarre. What even is that sound? It sounds like a bass guitar underwater. Like, it's got such a... It literally sounds like Hendrix jumped off a boat holding his bass guitar. Like, what is this?
But I just wanna fuck. Late nights thinking of you. Until I got my nut. Toss and turn, lesson learned. You was my first girlfriend. Bridges burned all across the board. Destroyed. But what for? When I get signed, homie, I'm acting fool. Hit the dance floor, strobe lights in a room. Snatch your little secretary bitch for the homies. Blue-eyed devil with a fat ass monkey.
First of all, he said it was his first girlfriend, and he's basically the lyrics to him just talking about wanting to get with a girl in the opening here. The instrumental is absolutely freaking addictive. Like, in the best damn way, man. I love that instrumental. And then we just jump straight into the flow of Kendrick just speeding everything up here. This is a freaking real chill energy that we got on this opening here. The lyrics are bizarre. I can't really attach myself to the lyrics because of what the topic is, but the energy is damn addictive.
Snatch your little secretary bitch for
Mellow.
Blue-eyed devil with a fat ass monkey. I'ma buy a brand new Cuddy on Vows. Truck the hood up 2 times, do slow. Platinum on everything, platinum on wedding ring. Married to the game and a bad bitch shows. When I get signed on me, I'ma buy a strap. Straight from the CIA, set it on my lap. Take a few M16s to the hood. Pass them all out on the block, what's good? I'ma put the cop to swap me by the White House. Republican run up, get signed down. Hit the press with a Cuban link on my neck. Uneducated, but I got $1 million check like that. We should never care. We should never care. Niggas money go back home. Money go back home.
The instrumental and beat is so fucking good. Like, the amount of different sounds, like, it sounds like we're traveling through space at this point, you know? We got these all sorts of bizarre, different, like, random sound effects being utilized here. There's, like, parts of it that sound like the opening to the GTA San Andreas theme. Like, it's super bizarre, works so well. Kendrick's flow is absolutely gorgeous. I'm, like, trying to work out and analyze the lyrics a little bit more, like I usually do, but I'm struggling a little bit on this track, I'm gonna be honest. I'm just feeling this, though. What a fantastic start to the album. Feels like a real good, like, driving song.
in my
Toss and turn, lesson learned. You was my first girlfriend. Bridges burned.
It's interesting because I wonder if he's talking about Shireen. You know, he's like basically just saying like toss and turn, lessons learned. You know, like this person just wanting to fuck. Like that's what he's saying. But I don't know who he's talking about. Whether he's talking about himself or talking about the girl.
But what for?
Yo, what's up? It's Dre. Remember the first time you came out to the house? You said you wanted a spot like mine. But remember, anybody can get it. The hard part is keeping it, motherfucker.
What you want? You a house, you a car, 40 acres and a mule, a piano, a guitar, anything. Say my name is Uncle Sam on your dog. Motherfucker, you can live at the mall. I know you're kind, that's why I'm kind. Don't have receipts, that's fine. Pay me later, wear those gaiters. Cliche and say fuck your haters. I can see the bottle in you, I can see the dollar in you. Little white lies, but it's no white.
Is he talking about like corruption to the neighborhood? Is that kind of what he's talking about? You know, because he mentioned M16s earlier, and then he's talking about like drinking in this part, talking about like how money is corrupting it as well. Oh my fucking god! This might actually be my favorite instrumental from Kendrick so far. This whole song's arrangement is fucking flawless. As far as openings go, Wesley's Theory is mind fucking blowing. The whole song has been so well produced. The instrumental is fucking perfect. This is so good. This is so good. Listen to this. Kendrick's flow is gorgeous on this. Oh man.
But it's whatever though, because I'm still following you. Because you make me live forever, baby. Count it all together, baby. They hit the register, make me feel better, baby. Your horoscope is a Gemini, 2 sides. So you better cop everything 2 times. 2 coops, 2 J's, 2 C notes. Too much and enough, both we know. Christmas, tell them what's on your wish list. Get it all, you deserve it, Kendrick. And when you hit the White House, do you? But remember, you ain't passed economics in school. And everything you buy, Texas will deny. How Wesley sniped your ass before 35.
looking down is quite a drop. Looking good when you're on top. Better metaphor.
So is this whole song, Wesley's Theory, is this basically Kendrick making it? Kendrick comfortable, but he's looking around himself and he's sort of like not quite happy where he is. He's seeing like a bit of corruption with it. He's thinking about Compton. He's thinking about like different ways he could affect it, whether it's negatively or positively, and the different ideas and sort of like the corruption within the system that he's in. Is this basically like Kendrick? I imagine him. I'm imagining this like taking place like a couple of years after Good Kid, Mad City. He's got money. He's got fame. He's sitting there in like on like a throne. And he's looking around at everything, looking around at the subjects, looking around at the building, and he's like seeing all the cracks in it. And that's what this song is about.
Leaving metaphors metaphysically in a state of euphoria. Look both ways before you cross my mind. We should never give, we should never give. Niggas, money go back home, money go back home. We should never give, we should never give. Niggas, money go back home.
God. What the hell was that? This is just called 4-3 Interlude. So one of these songs is going to be an interlude? 4-3? Also, I thought that was a phone vibrating at the end of that track, but it is a saxophone? I guess it's a kind of phone. Phone is in the name. Oh my word! That song was fucking awesome. That song was so good. As far as openings to albums go, that has got to be one of the most brilliant, smooth, mellow, energy openings I've ever heard. Like pressing play on this album, I felt like it wasn't like Good Kid, Mad City, where that felt like an unplug. You know, Good Kid, Mad City's like opening and the beginning of the album felt like someone unplugged my mind and I was floating through like the clouds. Like that's what it felt like. It was a different kind of mellow. This one had all those mellow beats, which I'm now noticing is Kendrick's kind of like forte. Like this guy just sits on a mellow beat beautifully, right? But he makes a mellow beat sound aggressive with his flow changes and beat switch ups. Like no one song sounds like one song. Every song that this man creates sounds like 3 songs spliced together. You know, it's a hybrid of different sounds. And that's exactly what that was. As the beat progressed in freaking Wesley's Theory, we heard like more different sounds, more different styles of instrumental be brought in. Kendrick's flow was multiplying and shifting and changing. We had different singers and backup singers and sort of effects being utilized on the vocals. We had different breaks and like long drawn out moments of like instrumental or spoken parts of the song. And it was just this random, bizarre mash of different sounds that somehow created this uniform of a track that was fucking perfect. One of my absolute favorite openings to an album, and already after one listen, one of my favorite songs from this man. What a brilliantly perfect flow, masterfully well arranged, fantastically produced, 10 out of 10 from a beginning. Already, absolutely incredible. All right, for free interlude. 2 minutes for an interlude. Ooh. I had guessed it was gonna be a sax solo.
You motherfucker. You a hoe ass nigga. I don't know why you trying to go big, nigga. You ain't shit. Walking around like you God's gift to earth. Nigga, you ain't shit. You ain't even buy me no outfit for the 4th. I need that Brazilian wavy 28-inch. You playing. I shouldn't be fucking with you anyway. I need a baller ass, boss ass nigga. You's an off-brand ass nigga. Everybody know it. Your homies know it. Everybody fucking know. Fuck you, nigga. Don't call me no more. You don't know. You gon' lose on a good bitch. My other nigga is on.
What the hell is this? This ain't nice. What is this? Imagine getting a phone call like this. Oh, who is that? Oh, hello. And just this on the other side. Like, jeez. All right, calm down. Relax. All right, it's not that deep. Maybe it is. I don't really know. Is this just Kendrick, like, like just saying, like, this is shit I'm dealing with? Like, who is this? What the fuck did my man do to get this kind of a phone call?
No, you gon' lose on a good bitch.
Also, why are we listening to this with some freaking amazing jazz in the background?
My other nigga is on. You off. What the fuck is really going on?
This dick ain't free. You looking at me like it ain't a receipt, like I never made ends meet, eating your leftovers and raw meat. This dick ain't free. Living in captivity, raised my cap salary, celery, telling me green is all I need. Evidently all I seen was spam and raw sardines. This dick ain't free.
What the fuck? Is this a freestyle? Is anyone else right now imagine like a smoky, like New Orleans jazz club or a New York jazz club, and just like that's like classic style of like smoky club. You got all those random circle tables, everyone's sitting down, the lights are dimly lit, and I'm just imagining like a jazz band on stage, Kendrick walking out in an old school freaking jazz outfit, grabbing a microphone and just saying this. What? I've never heard a jazz song like this, man.
All I need, evidently all I seen was spam and raw sardines. This dick ain't free. I mean, baby, you really think we could make a baby name Mercedes without a Mercedes Benz and 24-inch rims, 5% tint and air conditioning vents? Hell fucking no. This dick ain't free. I need 40 acres and a mule, not a 40 ounce in a pit bull. Bullshit. Matador, had a door knocking, let him in. Who's that? Genito's best friend. This dick ain't free. Pity the food that made the pretty and you prosper. Titty juice and pussy lips kept me obnoxious, kept me up watching pornos and poverty. Apology, no. Watch you by the dick with people less fortunate like myself. Every dog.
Jesus Christ, Kendrick! Slow down, bro. Breathe. You're gonna pass out. What the fuck? So Wesley's Fury had a lot of like connections to For Free, bizarrely. Like in Wesley's Fury, especially the opening and like a lot of parts of the song, we're talking about like the relationship and the falling in love with a woman or falling in love with a person, vice versa. But it literally just being about sex and one person getting hurt on the other hand because of it. And now For Free sort of like feels like a continuation from that. Except that with what we know about Kendrick, like now, after checking out the album reactions and checking out music videos and reading the comments, what we know about Kendrick, my guy's humble. My guy isn't about the finer things. He's not extravagant. He's not blowing all his money on all these crazy things, right? He looks after himself. He enjoys life, but he's humble with it. And he still does a lot of the same things. So having a partner like this, a partner who's very materialistic and very focused on money and the materialistic things, seems like a terrible match for Kendrick.
Yeah, watching pornos and poverty. Apology, no. Watch you by the dick with people less fortunate like myself. Every dog has his day. Now doggy style shall help. This dick ain't free. Matter of fact, it need interest. Matter of fact, it's 9 inches.
It need interest.
Friendship based on business. Pinching more pinching. Your pinching. My consensus been relentless. Fuck forgiveness. Fuck your feelings. Fuck your sources. All distortion. If we fuck, it's more abortion. More divorce, course and portion. My check with less endorsement. Left me dormant. Dusted. Doom disgusted. Force weight. Fuck you fingers and more shit. Porcelain pipes. Pressure. Bust them twice. Choices. Devastated, decapitated the horseman. Oh, America, you bad bitch. I picked cotton and made you rich. Now my dick ain't free.
I'ma get my Uncle Sam to fuck you up.
Did he say America? Wait, hold on.
Bitch, I picked cotton and made you rich. Now my dick ain't free.
I'ma get my...
He did, right?
Uncle Sam to fuck you up. You ain't no king.
Next song. King. Now, how am I supposed to pronounce this? The British person in me wants to pronounce it the Australian way. That whole sentence is mad. But let's just say, as a British person, the only people who go toe-to-toe with us when it comes to certain words is Australia. If you've ever hung out with if you ever hung out with a bunch of Brits, you ever hung out with a bunch of Australians, you'll know. You'll know. So reading the title of this song, there's a way I want to pronounce it, but I'm not going to. We'll just call this song King. I'll leave the second word for anybody. I like how it ties in with the previous and the last one. So, maybe this isn't a girl. Maybe this isn't a woman. Maybe this ain't even a guy. Maybe this is a country. America. This dick ain't free. Mad. Not talking about a relationship. Wasn't talking about finding a person who wants to do these extravagant things in life. No! Kendrick was talking about a country. America. Maybe this album is bigger than I thought it was. Maybe the topic of this album is bigger than I thought it was. Maybe this isn't Kendrick simply talking about a woman like it felt like at the beginning of Wesley's Theory. Maybe this is Kendrick talking about a society, a country, a culture. Because that song, For Free, has changed my complete outlook on this, and it wasn't even a song. It was a fucking interlude. And you know what? Having Kendrick just spit straight fire like a damn freestyle, flowing like crazy on a jazz instrumental, not something I thought I was going to get on this album, but holy shit, what a damn pleasant surprise it was. All right, King.
I got a bone to pick. I don't want you monkey mouth motherfucker sitting in my throne again. I'm mad.
He mad.
Stressing. True friends. One question. Bitch, where you and I was walking. Now I run the game, got the whole world talking. King Kunta, everybody wanna cut the legs off him. Kunta, black man taking no losses. Oh yeah. Bitch, where you and I was walking. Now I run the game, got the whole world talking. King Kunta, everybody wanna cut the legs off him. When you got the yams. What's the yams? The yams.
So the opening from the song, Bitch, Where Were You When I Was Talking, I imagine is literally plain, right? Like saying like now he's made it, or he's getting all those phone calls, all these people who want to be part of it, but where were those people? Where were those people? Where were those people? Where were they helping you? You know, now you're up here. How come when you were down here, all these people who weren't helping you suddenly suddenly calling you up, making phone calls, making demands, making requests, want to be part of something they didn't help achieve?
When you got the yams. What's the yams?
What's the yams?
The yam is the power that be.
Okay.
You can smell it when I'm walking down the street.
Oh yes we can, oh yes we can.
I can dig rapping, but a rapper with a ghost rider.
By the way, randomly, while I remember, I watched a recent clip from Kendrick Lamar, actually, which was, he was, like, jogging up in Detroit, I think, and a little kid started jogging with him, and for, like, 10 minutes, Kendrick was just back and forth jogging with this kid, and the mother of the kid had no idea it was Kendrick, and I watched that clip. Most wholesome thing ever, man.
But a rapper with a ghost rider. What the fuck happened? Oh, no. I swore I wouldn't tell.
Firing some shots, huh?
But most of y'all sharing bars like you got to buy the bunk in a two-man sale.
A two-man sale.
Bottom.
Something's in the water. Something's in the water. And if I got a brown nose for some gold, then I'd rather be a bum than a motherfucking ball. Oh yeah. Bitch, where you and I was walking. Now I run the game.
Oh my word.
King Kunta. Everybody wanna cut the legs off him. King Kunta. Black man taking no losses. Oh yeah. Bitch, where
That beat switch is fucking divine, man. That beat switch. It's not a beat switch either. It isn't a beat switch. I'm wrong in saying that because it doesn't change the entire tempo of the song. It's just an addition to the instrumental, but because of how significant it is, it feels like a beat switch. My word!
Wanna cut the legs off him. King Kunta. Black man taking no losses. Oh yeah. Bitch, where you and I was walking. Now I run the game, got the whole world talking. King Kunta. Everybody wanna cut the legs off him. When you got the yams.
What's the yams?
The yam brought it out of Richard Pryor. Manipulated Bill Clinton with desires. 24/7, 365 days times 2. I was contemplating getting on stage just to go back to the hood, see my enemy and say, oh yeah.
Did he say, I was just contemplating getting back on stage just to go to the hood and, like flex a little bit? You know, go back to the town he grew up in and sort of like flex. Is that what that was supposed to be about? You know, like to come back. All these people who were like shitting on him, you know, saying he couldn't make it. I mean, we literally saw that in the last song. To go back and be like, I did it.
Bitch, where you and I was walking. Now I run again, got the whole world talking. King G.O.T. Everybody wanna cut the legs off him. King G.O.T. Black man taking no losses. Oh, yeah. Bitch, where you and I was walking. Now I run again,
This
got the whole world
instrumental,
talking. King G.O.T.
that
Everybody
vocal
wanna
effect
cut the
now.
legs off him.
You goat mouth mammy fucker.
I was gonna kill a couple rappers, but they did it to themselves. Everybody's suicidal, they didn't even need my help. This shit is elementary, I'd probably go to jail if
I was gonna kill a couple rappers, but they did it to themselves. Everybody's suicidal. They didn't even need my help. And before this, he was literally talking about people using ghostwriters. My guy is pissed. My guy is pissed. You know what this sounds like? To me, this sounds like a guy who's come back to the hip-hop scene, who's like seeing the hip-hop scene change. And this is something I've mentioned here before, because I wasn't a huge fan of modern rap, because it didn't sound like something that I liked. And like, it wasn't the sort of style I liked. And then you guys introduced me to Kendrick, and suddenly this fire for like hip-hop and wanting to explore this culture, boom, exploded. And I feel like this is what I'm hearing right now. This is Kendrick Lamar basically coming back and just looking at the rap scene and just saying like, what the fuck is this? What has happened to hip hop? What is going on here? That's what this song feels like.
Everybody's suicidal, they didn't even need my help. This shit is elementary, I'd probably go to jail if I shoot at your identity and bounce to the left. Stuck a flag in my city, everybody screaming Compton. I should probably run from here when I'm done, to be honest. And I put that on my mama and my baby boo too. 20 million walking out the court, better whoa whoa. Oh yeah, fuck the judge, I made it past 25, and there I was, a little nappy-headed nigga with the world behind him. Life ain't shit but a fat vagina, screaming Henny.
This album is shaping up to be one of the greatest instrumental albums of all fucking time, man. Like, this beat is crazy! The way it dropped out, comes back in here.
With the gold plate straight from the bottom, Mr. Belly of the beast, from a peasant to a prince to a motherfucking king. Oh yeah. Bitch, where you and I was.
By the time you hear the next pop, the funk shall be within you.
Now I run the game, got the whole world talking. King G.O.T. Everybody wanna cut the legs off him. King G.O.T. Black man taking no losses. Oh yeah. Bitch, where you and I was walking. Now I run the game, got the whole world talking. King G.O.T. Everybody wanna cut the legs off him.
The producers cooked. They cooked in the booth. They cooked in the booth. This is This is so good. They cooked. They cooked on this. Are you kidding me? Hey, this flow is so damn nice, man. I feel like I'm on a canoe down a waterfall. Are you kidding me? Oh my word. Oh. Oh. Kendrick versus a whole damn nation, it feels like. Out of Compton into the White House.
I remember you was conflicted, misusing your influence.
The way the songs just flow into each other. Kendrick just makes one song, chops it up, calls it an album. Absolutely brilliantly well done, man. Every single song just perfectly clicks with the other one like a jigsaw puzzle. This, for me now, the more I'm listening to it, feels more like a song about culture. A song about the state of things. Not only like the way a nation is treating people from Compton, and let's just be completely blunt and honest, people of a certain race, people of a certain color. Like, I mean, if you're being fucking plain, it's pretty obvious, right? How everything that was going wrong in the States. I mean, as a British person, I can't really talk on this, so it's tough for me. But let's say, even here in England, we see, like, the discrimination. And I don't want to talk too much about it because it's not an issue I should touch on at all. As a British white guy, it would be wrong for me. But let's just say it's a blind man could see it, right? So yeah, this doesn't just feel like Kendrick talking about that. It also feels like Kendrick talking a lot about infighting as well, as like infighting in the hip hop scene. and issues with that. And I don't know the specifics on what he's talking about, but it definitely feels like he's touching on that issue as well. So he's talking about like a country against a culture and against the people, but he's also talking about people in the scene of music against one another as well, and how Kendrick pretty much, it almost feels like with the last song as well, that he literally walked into this room, guns in hand, ready to take out some people, and just saw a bunch of dead bodies, and everyone's taking out each other, and he's just walked in and he's just pissed off. He's like, what the fuck is everybody doing? Why is this normal? This shouldn't be normal. I was here because I was angry, but you all took out each other because you're idiots. He's like, what's wrong? We should be rising together. That's kind of what that felt like, and I don't know if I'm missing a beat there, but that's what it felt like, you know? The whole damn song, every single track on this album, even the interlude, I really want to highlight how amazing the beats have been, how amazing the instrumental has been, how the flow has been absolutely gorgeous, how it's just changed and adapted, how it just feels so fluid like freaking water, and how it is so unusual. It's so complex. Every beat. It's not just like, it's not your standard beat, you know? I made this beat. Boop, boop, boop. Go, rap over it. It's not that. It's so vastly complex. And every Kendrick track sounds like this, but this sounds like it on another level. And this is something I've always said about Kendrick. When you listen to like a lot of rappers, sometimes it feels like that the beat came first, the rapper goes over the beat, right? But with Kendrick's song, it always feels the other way around. It always feels like his flow came first, and then the beat came over that, was molded around his flow. But this feels different. This is a third road we're just discovering. This is Kendrick and the beat being made simultaneously, side by side. That's what this feels like. A perfect fit. You know, as Kendrick does a verse, the beat does a verse. And it just synchronizes. And it creates this flawless, freaking perfect track. Every single one has felt like this so far. Whew! What an insane album already, man. Institutionalized. Let's go. I even saw Snoop Dogg's on this one. Ah, he's on this track. Snoop Dogg, Anna Wise, Bilal. Talking about mellow and you got Snoop Dogg on a track? Perfect fit.
What money got to do with it? When I don't know the full definition of a rap image. I'm trapped inside the ghetto and I ain't proud to admit it. Institutional lies, I keep running back for a visit. Hold up. Get it back. I said I'm trapped inside the ghetto and I ain't proud to admit it. Institutional lies, I can still kill me a nigga, so what?
Ooh, okay. Alright, so straight off the opening here, saying, you know, they're trapped pretty much where they grew up from. I'm presuming that's what they're talking about, and saying they're institutionalized by their upbringing, you know, and that they still have that, like, that violence in them, you know. Obviously, me using more tamer words. That's what it feels like, right? That they've, like, achieved these things, but that part of them still there, you know. That past still there.
Institutional lies, I can still kill me a nigga, so what?
If I was the president, I'd pay my mom with rent, free my homies and them. Bulletproof my Chevy doors, lay in the White House and get out, Lord. Whoever thought, Massa, take the chains off me.
Oh, man.
Life to be like a box of chocolate, quid pro quo, something for something, that's the obvious. Oh shit, flow so sick, don't you swallow it, biting my style, you salmonella.
I love that my guy literally says, flow so sick, don't you swallow it. And that is literally what this whole album has felt like, man. A flow so sick. Every song, every beat, even this one. A beat switch a minute into this one feels like we just started a new track. That was the interlude to this track, man. The prelude. My freaking word. I also want to just point out the just the complications behind the lyrics. I feel like this is one of those albums that could just have like a masterful breakdown. That's what this feels like. Like, this feels like I'm listening to the beef again. Like, when I listened to Good Kid, Mad City, everything felt kind of like transparent. Listen to this, it feels much more like deep.
Oh shit, flow so sick.
And I don't mean that as against Good Kid, Mad City. I just mean Good Kid, Mad City was easier for someone like me to understand. That's what I mean.
Flow so sick, don't you swallow it. Biting my style, your salmonella poison positive. I can just alleviate the rap industry politics. Milk the game up, never lactose intolerant. The last remainder of real shit, you know the obvious. Me, scholarship, no. Streets put me through colleges. Be all you can be, true, but the problem is a dream, only a dream. If work, don't follow it. Remind me of the homies that used to know me, now follow this. I tell you my hypothesis, I'm probably just way too loyal. K-Dizzle would do it for you. My niggas think I'm a god. Truthfully, all of them spoil. Usually you're never charged, but something came over you once I took you to them fucking BET Awards. You looking at artists like they're harvests. So many rollies around you and you want all of them. Somebody told me you thinking about snatching jewelry. I should've listened what my grandmama said to me. Shit don't change until you get up and wash your ass, nigga.
What? That's some advice right there, man. That's some advice. That's some advice. Is that line supposed to just basically say, like, until you clean yourself off of... I don't know, man. I really don't know. If I was trying to deep it, I'd say, like, yeah, you know, you clean yourself off your past mess, and that's when things change, you know? Like a confession in a booth, you know? Maybe? This track feels like, because it mentions the White House, it's talking about, like opportunities and phrases that the government and the presidents have used, like about, like, you know, the land of the free, the home of the brave, the opportunities, you know, this is where your dreams can come true, but basically just saying that, yeah, but that is only the case if you fit this, not if you're over here.
Change it till you get up and wash your ass, nigga. Shit don't change until you get up and wash your ass. Boy, shit don't change till you get up and wash your ass, nigga. Oh, now, slow down.
Once upon a time in a city so divine called Westside Compton, there stood a little nigga, he was 5 foot something. God.
There's not many rappers that can match Kendrick's... do you know what? I've realized I'm talking like I know what the fuck I'm talking about, and I don't. So there's probably like a million. But as someone who is new to the hip-hop scene and what we have heard so far, Kendrick has a tone that is just brilliantly adaptable. And his mellow tone is addictive to listen to. And what I was basically going to say is Snoop Dogg feels like one of the rare names, because I've heard a bunch of Snoop Dogg tracks in the past. I don't know him that well. I actually don't think I could name... Gin and Juice! I was going to say I don't think I could name one song. That is Snoop Dogg, right? Please tell. But Snoop Dogg's such a famous name. Everyone knows Snoop Dogg, right? And we all know about his mellow tones. Snoop Dogg and Kendrick, you want a mellow song? That is a pretty perfect pair.
Called Westside Compton, there stood a little nigga, he was 5 foot something. God bless the kid, took his homie to the show and this is what they said.
Fuck am I supposed to do when I'm looking at walking licks? The constant big money talk about the mention in foreign whips. The private jets and passport, presidential glass for gold bottles, gold models, stiff enough to ask for. Instagram flick, sucking dick, fuck is this? One more sucker waving with a fleshy wrist. My defense mechanism tell me to get him quickly because he got it. It's a recession, then why the fuck he ain't king of diamonds? No more living, boy, meet my 4-4. When I see him put the bird DM on the floor, now Kendrick no.
Alright, so this entire verse here, this entire verse feels like I mean it's very like this is it's very like plain. Like Snoop literally saying, you know, Kendrick took his friends to one of the shows. You know, he's like took them all to a award show. These are people that sort of grew up in Compton with him, and then looking around, they're just pissed off. They're like, what the fuck is all of this? Look at all this glitz, all this glam. You know, it looks like they're angry at what Kendrick's doing, how he's acting with other people as well, and they're pissed off with that. They're looking at all the cars, they're saying it's supposed to be a recession, and look how rich and lavish everything is here. Like, what the fuck is this? What is this? This is the music industry, and now Kendrick is part of this? That's what this feels like. That's what that whole verse feels like.
My 4-4. When I see him put the bird DM on the floor, now Kendrick know they're your co-workers, but this gon' take a lot for this pistol go cold turkey. Now I can watch on the TV and be okay. So
they're literally saying, like, Kendrick, I know these people are your co-workers, But like it's kind of similar to what we heard previously as well. Like when they were talking about at the beginning of this track and the last track, talking about like having that like killer still in them, you know? And like then that verse that you're saying like it's gonna take a lot for this pistol to go cold turkey. So saying like if like I don't know how Kendrick was talking here, but maybe like the talk of like we can change things, we can move things, we are growing, and them sort of saying like nothing's really changed. Like, look at all of this. It's gonna take a lot for things to properly change.
See, I'm on the clock, want that watch
Maybe.
in LA. Remember, steal from the rich and giving it back to the poor. Well, that's me at these awards. I guess my grandmama was warning the boy. She said, shit don't change until you get up and wash your ass, nigga. Shit don't change until you get up and wash your ass. Boy, shit don't change till you get up and wash your ass, nigga.
This whole track feels like the chorus just sums it all up brilliantly, but in a weird way, where the whole track is about change. It's about change in the system. It is about change in the country. It is about change in the music industry, the hip hop industry. It is about change. It is taking his friends from Compton into this room, and in that moment they realize there's a lot of change to do.
Now, slow down.
Once upon a time in a city so divine called Westside Compton, this stood a little nigga, he was 5 foot something. Dazed and confused, talented but still under the neighborhood rules. You could take a boy out the hood, but you can't take the hood off the homie. Took his show money, stashed it in the mosey wosey. Hollywood's nervous, fuck you, good night, thank you much for your service.
Hollywood's nervous. Something like that, because Kendrick, like, is like I don't know anywhere near enough to properly talk about other rappers in the scene at all. But all I can do is talk in presumptions and guesses at this point. But Snoop at the end of that version saying like Hollywood's nervous, you know, and like Kendrick like sort of not being able to take his past out of him, you know, like he may have left there, but he brought it with him, sort of thing. And Hollywood being nervous at that. For me, that feels like we've got this artist, Kendrick Lamar, who's come from nothing, who wants to change the system, wants to change the scene, and who's bringing his like his town, his people with him into this world. You know, he wants them to be part of it. He doesn't want them to be left out. He wants them to be taken out of it, and he wants to change things the right way. And Hollywood being nervous, you know. Like, imagine all of these sort of, like, rich people, all their glitz and glam, in their glass bubble, and Kendrick just walks in, and he's looking around, and he's just pretty disgusted at what he's seeing. He wants to change that, and all these people are there clutching their money and their trophies, and they don't want it to change. They like what they've got. They like what they've built. We don't want it to change, but it needs to change. That's what this feels like. Hollywood's nervous, because Kendrick, someone who isn't fake, someone who is genuine and real, someone who did grow up from shit, who has made it, is in that room with all of you. And maybe you guys are like, this is a bit uncomfortable. But shit needs to change. And the only one who deserves to be in that room is the one who fought to get in there, right? So that's kind of what I took away from that, especially that last line. I really want to point out again, and I'm going to say this after every damn track, that this might be one of the most best produced albums I've ever heard. And don't get me wrong, the instrumental on Good Kid, Mad City was crazy. That whole album was flawless. I love that album so much. I've been regularly listening to that album since I heard it. That album is fucking amazing. But the producing on the beats on this track, I don't know if it's the same, I don't know if it's a different person, I don't know what. I don't know what's going on. But this is on another level. Not just another level like to like other Kendrick tracks. I mean, this is on another level to music in general. The way the beats have been constructed here seems genius. There was a mastermind in the booth making all of this. This is something I never even imagined. On the best possible levels, this is crazy. And it is gorgeously addictive. It's so silky damn smooth. I feel like I'm drinking butterbeer, man. It is just gorgeously addictive. Oh, very different to Good Kid, Mad City, but maintains all the same sort of vibes, but also separates it. Like I said, Good Kid, Mad City unplugged me. This somehow does that, but then stimulates me. It makes me think, makes me wonder. It's kind of strange like that, you know? I feel relaxed, but like, instead of I feel like relaxed, I've been put in a deep sleep, I feel like I'm relaxed, I'm sleeping, but I'm dreaming. Maybe that's the best way to describe it. Good Kid, Mad City was me passing out and just like being lifted away into the sky. But so far, To Pimp a Butterfly feels like me lying down and having the most intense, thoughtful dream. That's what this feels like. Both mellow, both different. All right, last song for today. These Wolves. And this one, I've got a little list over here just so I can make sure I see who's featured on these tracks. Got Anawise, Bilal, and Thundercat. Okay. All right, a lot of the same people who've been featured on the last tracks as well. Who are these people, by the way? Can someone let me know?
I remember you was conflicted, misusing your influence. Sometimes I did the same.
Is that a person? What is this?
Sex. She just wanna close her eyes and sway. With you. Exercise your right to work it out.
Alright, the opening of the song was terrifying. What in the hell was that? That was freaky. Were those supposed to be moans of pleasure? I don't know, man. That like kind of unnerved me a little bit. That was kind of wild. But then we turn into the slickest, freaking smoothest, most mellow vibe of a beat, man. And we got this like soft freaking female vocals here as well. Are you kidding me? What the fuck is this? Damn.
Exercise your right to work it out. It's true.
Oh, that's like an R&B track, man.
Shout out to the birthday girl. Say hey, say hey.
Jeez.
Everyone deserves a night to play. She plays. Only when you tell her no. If these walls could talk,
Oh. Oh.
D-Wall can talk, they tell me to swim good. No boat, I float better than he would. No
This. I'm trying not to use that word as much, but when I'm listening to Kendrick, I feel like it's the best word to describe this guy. This is a vibe. This is a fucking vibe. This might be the most vibing song on this vibe album. This, you kidding me? Shit, man, we're talking about unplugging. Boom, These Wolves.
D-Wall can talk, they tell me to swim good. No
go on,
boat, I
Ken.
float better than he would. No light jacket, I'm not the God of Nazareth. But your flood can be misunderstood. Wall telling me they full of pain, resentment. Need someone to live in them just to relieve tension. Me, I'm just a tenant. Landlord said D-Wall vacant more than a minute. D-Wall are vulnerable. Exclamation, interior pink, color coordinated. I interrogated every nook and cranny. I mean, it's still amazing. Before they couldn't stand me. These walls wanna cry tears.
I love how the verse just switches there, and now we've like what even is this beat? Other than the drums, right now all we've got is like a what even is that sound? Like a hum? Like a howl? What is that? How does that work as a beat? If someone played this to you as a beat, you'd be like, there's no way I can make a song out of this. Kendrick goes, shit, yeah, man. I'm gonna jump in the booth.
I mean, it's still amazing. Before they
Listen to
couldn't
that.
stand me. These walls wanna cry tears. These walls happier when I'm here. These walls never can hold up. Every time I come around, demolition might.
if these walls could talk,
Oh,
I can feel your rain when it cries. Gold lives inside of you.
these walls could talk.
I love it when I'm in it. I love it when I'm in it.
D-Wall can talk, they tell me to go deep. Yelling at me continuously, I can see your defense mechanism is my decision. Knock these walls down, that's my religion. Wall feeling like they ready to close in. I suffocate, then catch my second wind. I resonate in these walls. I don't know how long I could wait in these walls. I've been on the streets.
it feels like a person just having a complete like battle with themselves here, you know, talking about smashing these walls down, leaving this behind, whatever they're trapped inside of. I wonder what the walls are supposed to fully represent, but that's what it feels like. It's like someone like talking about how, do you know what, this is actually pretty true. I imagine there's loads of people who have like a similar sort of situation in life like this, where it feels like Kendrick is sitting in this room, inside of his mind, and it's safe and it's comfortable, but he knows he needs to knock it down. You know, he's safe and he's comfortable there, but he's knocking the shit down. He knows he's not supposed to be in there, but then he resolves back to the comfort. Because it feels like someone talking about smashing down these walls, but then he also says, like, bars where he's talking about, like, there's literally, like, peace here as well.
I resonate in these walls.
I resonate in these
walls. I've been
But I don't know how long I can wait.
Looking at you from the outside in, they sing the same old song about how they was always the cleanest. I beg to differ, I must have missed them. I'm not involved, I'd rather diss them. I'd rather call on you, put your wall up. Cause when I come around, demolition go. If these walls can touch
your wall up when I come round.
I can feel your rain when it cries. Gold lives inside of you. If these walls can touch. I love it when I'm in it. I love it when I'm in it.
I've never heard music like this before in my fucking life, man. Never. There's no one like Kendrick. This guy needs his own damn genre created for him. There's no one like this man. Like, what the hell is this? You ever heard an artist have an instrumental like this? Have a flow like this? Something that sounds as bizarre like this? But somehow just works? Like, this shouldn't work. But it fucking works. Kendrick somehow manages to go into a shop and take one piece from every jigsaw puzzle in that shop and somehow build a fucking picture. A completed, full, well-fitted picture. And everyone's like, that doesn't make any sense. Those are all from different jigsaw puzzles. That doesn't make any sense. In Kendrick's world, it makes sense. This guy makes the most bizarre, crazy music ever, and it just fucking works.
If your walls can talk, they tell you it's too late. Your destiny accepted, your fate. Build accessories and stash them on the yard. Take the recipe, the Bible, and God. Wall telling you that commissary is low. Race wars happening, no calling CO. No calling your mother to save you. Homies to say you're reputable, not acceptable. Your behavior sent me to board like a killer that turned snitch. Walls is telling me you're a bitch. You pray for pills, hoping the warden would afford them.
That sentence so important.
Walls telling you to listen and sing about me. Retaliation is strong, you even dream about me. Kill my home.
The way this has been done in the headphones is fucking amazing. I literally feel like I'm in a room and Kendrick is the walls. Like I'm sitting there and bro is floating around my damn head, whispering in my ear. That's what this feels like. This is so masterfully well constructed that it isn't just a song you're listening to. It's an experience that you are being brought along with. Like, Kendrick is taking us on a fucking experience with his album.
Boy, God spared your life. Dumb criminal got indicted same night. So when you play the song, rewind the first verse. About me abusing my power so you can hurt. About me and her in the shower whenever she horny. About me and her in the after hours of the morning. About her baby daddy currently serving life. And how she think about you until we meet up at night. About the only girl cared about you when you asked her. And how she fucking on a famous rapper.
Walls can talk.
Damn.
I remember you was conflicted, misusing your influence. Sometimes I did the same, abusing my power full of resentment that turned into a deep depression. Found myself screaming in the hotel room.
Damn, man. Found myself screaming in the hotel room, and the next song literally starts with ah. We got more of that as well. Because, like, they showed us half of that, didn't they? Half of the spoken word from Kendrick there, and they showed us more of it then. If these walls could talk. This is insane. It's actually insane. But I'm like, I so get it. Not that I get every line or every bar. That's not what I'm talking about. Because there's so much I'm missing on this one. It seems vastly complex. But I get it. As in, I get why people talk about Kendrick so highly. And I understood that before this. But the more I go down this rabbit hole, the more I understand it. Like, I'm already at a point where I understand the love that Kendrick gets, where I understand the appreciation his music gets. And I've literally seen people break down different things where they'll say, like, Like when people break down Kendrick, like when they talk about Kendrick, like little shorts that get popped up. Because I'm reacting to so much Kendrick at the moment, I'm getting recommended loads of Kendrick Lamar shorts. And of course I click on them. And I've literally seen people talk about it and say like when people are doing comparisons or talking about other rappers, that one thing they miss out is like the complications behind it all. That this isn't so simple on the surface, you know? Like with Kendrick Lamar, it is literally an iceberg example. Like, you listen to his music, there's the tip of the iceberg, but when you properly analyze and deep dive it, I've never listened to a lyricist like this. Someone that's so vastly complex with the way they write songs and create songs. And that same complexity doesn't just stop with the lyrics, it bleeds into the instrumental, to the beats, to the flow, and the organic nature that the songs just seem to present, which makes no sense, but they just flow so organically that it does. And that's the thing with Kendrick. Everything is so vastly complex. On the surface, it feels like here's a chilled mellow beat and a chilled flow, right? But then if you open up something like Genius and you go down every single bar, and we did this with the beef, everything has like 10 different meanings. Every word comes from something. Everything is important, relevant, and true. Like, this is a man who puts himself on the line, his emotions on the line, who airs everything out, hides nothing, and just lets the whole world see him, walks around completely transparent. You can see straight through Kendrick. Everything is out and presented. And for someone to grow up like he did, to literally have no secrets to wear out, obviously I imagine he has some secrets, but you know what I mean. Like, we saw this in the beef, and Kendrick himself says it. Everything I am is what people see. Everything about me is out there. People know it. Like, you're not gonna dig up any dirt when there's nothing to dig up. Like, one thing I've always said, and this is a phrase I live by, is the truth is bulletproof. If you're just always honest, if you're always genuine, you're never going to be tripped up by a lie. You're never going to be tripped up by someone saying, well, remember this? Like, you know it all. You're going to remember it all. The truth is bulletproof. Always use that. It's the best armor anyone can ever wear. And Kendrick lives his whole life like that. This man just pours himself into every song he writes. He's completely transparent with the people. He's telling us, he's like, this is a song, this is an album in the music industry, and he's literally saying he wants to shape up the music industry. And this is a guy walking into someone's house and telling them they're gonna blow up the house. You know, like, that's what this is like. But it fits and it works, and the bravery and understanding that has to come from that. This is someone the music industry needed. And I love that he never changed. And I love that he brought himself and his people with him. You know, his people from his neighborhood with him into this. I love that. Because too many people forget. Too many people close those doors. Too many people are worried. Like, that's the problem, right? It's a glass dome. And everyone comes into it and immediately looks at it and they're part of it. And then they become the same level of comfortable that everyone else in there becomes, you know? It's like they walk in. They're all outside the glass dome. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to open the door for everybody. You go in, you see all the fragile stuff and everything, and you're like, shit, man, this is so fragile, but I'm a part of this now. If I keep letting people in here, this could break, this could shatter. And I don't want that, because then I don't get this. And sadly, there's so many people who fall victim to that all the fucking time. And it is important to remember how you got there in the first place. And I feel like Kendrick never forgets that. This is an amazing vibe of an album so far. I cannot wait to finish it. I feel like, I really do feel like Kendrick does one thing better than anyone I've listened to, and that is unplug my mind. It makes me feel calm, and yet this album stimulates it. I'm taking in a million different thoughts and lines. I feel like I'm missing more than I did on Good Kid, Mad City, just because of the vast complexity of every single song. But where I'm missing, I'm just picking up on the instrumental and I'm being taken away on this journey like a damn roller coaster and enjoying the ride of this album. Fucking awesome already. Can't wait to check out the next part. And I don't have to wait long. This video will come out on Saturday. The next part of this album will come out on Wednesday. I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. Please like and subscribe. Have yourselves a wonderful freaking weekend. And as always, my friends, you will see me in the next video.